All right. Starting a couple minutes early, and I am doing that for a couple of reasons. Primarily, um, Alien 23, aka A23P, um, might stop by. Um, he didn't say that, but he said he might call, and then I was like, "Hey, I'm doing the thing on Thursday, so why don't you stop by?" So I have a feeling that that is a thing that could happen. The other reason is because it gives me the opportunity to talk about some things without sort of cutting into the musics. Um, but I have you know talked about um, there's not any videos on this page, so it says there's 7 videos. So I guess they're interesting. Oh, Sam.
Hello, how are you doing?
All right. Hal might show up too. He just texted me. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll call you later." And then I was like, "Well, why don't you? I'll just stop by." So I don't know. I mean, I say he might, but he didn't say he was going to. All right. So you came to these back when I was doing them before. So
I
you
did.
you know how they ran. But now I'm using OBS, so um, we can pretty much do whatever we want music wise. So I don't know. Well, I take that back. I do know. No, yeah. So for you, you'd have to use. You'd still have to use the Jitsi tools, but if you just send me a link, then I could play whatever here.
All right,
I
so we
guess
can play
okay, but I guess the
Bandcamp link on
but I guess the
Spotify.
thing is that yeah, I mean there's a share audio thing. So I guess for you to be able to do it, then I'd still have to use the tools. Yeah. So, but there is a share audio option in between share video and extra noise suppression. um, so yeah, that seems to work just fine in my testing. As long as I can hear it, then it'll get recorded, basically. So, um, you know, that might depend somewhat on your audio setup, but yeah,
Okie dokie.
I think I think pretty much anything will work. So, so I don't know if you've got something that you want to play, or I
Not at
could
the moment.
start us off with something.
You can definitely start.
Yeah, so I was looking at some videos here. I was looking for some stuff on PeerTube, and a lot of the stuff on PeerTube is like not not necessarily Creative Commons, but I've got one here, so I'll have to put it into Chrome. I had Firefox ready to go, but um, as long as this doesn't autoplay, and it doesn't, so this will work. Um, share video, share live. I should be able to share a tab. Uh, or maybe it's just share screen. Maybe that's what I need to do. That's what I'll do. I'll share the tab here. Oh yeah, and then there's a share tab audio thing that you might miss if you don't see that. All right. Uh, my stuff. Okay. Um, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is Luca Princh. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, something like that. Um, and yeah, you can go. So I'm viewing this from my PeerTube instance, but you can go see it at this website, casmadit.si. And then ShareTube is the original origin. This is Beast Can't Be Trained. Sad Sam Lucky Outtakes from 2012.
That was very short.
Yeah, so you heard me, but but I didn't unmute my mic for the recording. But you said what I said, so I don't need to say it again. One of the drawbacks of using OBS is like I have to mute myself two places if I've got somebody here. But and then like if you're not using the YouTube sharing, then it doesn't mute you automatically, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending, I guess. But um, the other thing is that I can't use the Jitsi chat while while it's going because I'm sharing like my whole screen. So if I was sharing a YouTube video through Jitsi directly, then I could, but sharing like another tab, I can't do it that way. So um, yeah, so there I don't think that I have anything. Yeah, I used to have all my Opera stuff with some Vimeo videos to watch, but what we can do is we can test out the YouTube thing and see what happens because there was some funkiness with that before. Um, what's a band that you particularly like? You like
Uh,
what is it,
mm,
Heffervescent? You like them, right?
yeah.
The question is, I should have picked something that was easier to spell. Uh, uh, yeah, that was. I know. I feel like they've had some videos. Um,
What about kinematic?
when I do kinematic, I get all sorts of non music stuff. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to go to the CCCMA, the best music videos, and I'm going to play a 2018 entry. Um, so this is Mercury and the Architects with the track Machine.
Lay down your arms to the hand that feeds. You're dead wrong if you think you're free. Cough up your bones and gear the machine. You're dead wrong if you think you're free.
What if we fed them more garbage? They wouldn't even ever know they're starving. What if we strung up the artist? Just another way to bring the people back to darkness. What if we bought out the markets and owned their apartments and local police departments who were hiring in hopes of finding who's conspiring and what's hidden under their carpets? We could rig the system up to fail. Just bought the jails and pumped up the bail. Just passed the bill just for a meal, no big deal. If you pull enough weight, you could tip the scale. If you preach enough hate, you could change the mindset. And I bet we'll get the people voting for a tyrant in no time. They'll be living to watch television, victims of the times in the future that's already written.
Lay down your arms to the hand that feeds. You're dead wrong if you think you're free. Cough up your bones and gear the machine. You're dead wrong if you think you're free.
Get black bag if you talk too loud. Long live King Rothschild. Don't matter who's in power, could be you or anybody. Just as long as we print the money, then we own the country. Simple as that. And while they talk about the government, we'll talk behind their backs. Matter of fact, let's buy the news to twist the truth. If there's too many youths, we could poison the food. We could hold the system up for ransom if he's not. Would he put a lien on his mansion? Came from riches to richest, that's business. Ever since we put the pagan in Christmas, secret wisdoms turn a man to a god. Remember when religion used to keep man in the dark? Every role plays a part. All machines need cards. Got the blueprint to prevent the next Steve Jobs.
Lay down your arms to the hand that feeds. You're dead wrong if you think you're free. Cough up your bones and gear the machine. You're dead wrong if you think you're free.
Gotta feed them garbage, not knowledge. Like when we blamed it on Osama bin Laden. Gotta make them go to college and she works the hardest. Everyone else will leave jobless. New slaves to blockchains and video games. Cocaine for slow brains in this place. Get paid to push yeah buttons and just make sure that you stood for nothing.
Lay down your arms to the hand that feeds. You're dead wrong if you think you're free. Cough up your bones and gear the machine. You're dead wrong if you think you're free. Lay down your arms to the hand that feeds. You're dead wrong if you think you're free. Cough up your bones and gear the machine. You're dead wrong if you think you're free.
All right. Enjoyed that one. Did you remember that one or
I did not remember it,
yeah,
but I liked it.
I couldn't have told you that what that track sounded like if somebody had said Mercury and the Architects Machines, but once it got going, I remembered that that was one that we had gone through. Similarly, probably will be this next one, which is the band SRO. Maybe that's pronounced Shro. I'm not real sure on that. And the name of this track is Vision Music. Wait, nope, that's the wrong link. I copied a link, but it wasn't the right one. This is the band's website. All right, here we go. Vision Music.
What would you call your music?
I call it, I like to think of it more in terms of vision music.
Do you sit down just to write a song, or do you just write it on inspiration?
I more or less write it on a lot of songs. I like to think of it in terms of vision music. I like to think of it in terms of vision music. I like to think of it in terms of vision music. I like to think of it in terms of vision music.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Blues Fest. We are Bebop Music, and we're going to start.
All right.
That was nice to zone out too.
Yeah. Live studio session. Okay. Look, I'm gonna try to do the. You got one to share by chance?
I mean, I have a Bandcamp link, but I don't know.
Yeah. So if you
I
do,
tried to find videos, but it's not going so well.
yeah, if you
Um,
do share audio, then You should be able to select I mean, it doesn't really matter if you do screen share or share audio because it works the same way.
I don't see a share audio section actually.
Below share video and above extra noise suppression.
There's nothing. There's just share video and extra noise suppression.
Oh, interesting. What browser do you use?
I'm using Firefox.
Yeah, it might be that you can't do it in Firefox. You could do it with, well, I don't know if you can or not, but you could try. If you do a screen share and then select the tab, there might be a checkbox for share audio. If there's not a checkbox for share audio, then it probably just doesn't work in Firefox. But you can always just send me the link if you want.
Yeah, I'll send the link. And then play track number 3 on the album, track 3.
So last time I did share screen, I think. So I'm going to do the share audio. Well, yeah, so I think this is going to bring up the same thing. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I think it's the same thing I picked up. Yeah, it still shares the screen even though you click share audio. All right, so this is Drifting track 3.
Yeah.
This is off the album Indigo Chamber by the artist Indigo Chamber.
Drifting, nothing but empty seas. I'm faceless just before sunrise winds. I'm senseless, lost in another realm. I slowly wake and then fall again. Oh, I'd like to sleep surrounded by ice walls. Oh, nothing to feeling, nowhere to fall. I'm almost conscious, but then fall again, forever again. Soon, before thoughts start flooding in, resisting the stream that my mind will bring in. Oh, I'd like to sleep surrounded by ice walls. Oh, nothing to feel except for the cold. I'm almost awake, yeah, I'm floating away. I'm drifting, nothing but empty seas. I'm faceless just before sunrise swings.
Yeah, one thing you can do, this is what I was doing when I was doing these just as working sessions, is I was just letting the Bandcamp albums play through. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, there doesn't seem to be um, like a way to search by license on PeerTube. Maybe I just don't know how to do it. That's kind of a big miss, I feel like. Um, so I yeah, I guess folks could just if you've got a PeerTube and you're doing CC music, drop it in the comments. Discover more content. Maybe if I do on that, yeah. It says there's like an advanced search, but like it doesn't really seem to like do much. Mm,
Interesting.
yeah. There's a bunch of like stuff about Creative Commons on here. Well, there is a channel apparently, Creative Commons Music Mirror. So I don't know if they're mirroring YouTube. Um, yeah, so maybe that's something to check out. Yeah, it's on tube.xdo.de video-channel cc_music. It says importing Creative Commons and public domain videos. So that's pretty cool. But I don't think this Encephalon video is Creative Commons though. So um, yeah, so I guess I don't know that I necessarily believe this channel. I mean, it says that it's CC BY. I'd be shocked if Encephalon actually released under CC BY, but maybe they did their video. Let's see the YouTube. Maybe they put out the video under CC BY on YouTube. I don't see any information on here about this being CC. Well, there are some remixes though. It's interesting. Because they wouldn't have had the remix button if yeah, there's only one listing here. Download clip. They do let you. Maybe YouTube has changed things. I don't know. Because there is a clip option and a download. So I think maybe YouTube now has like a clip option that's different than their Creative Commons stuff.
Oh.
I don't know. So, um, yeah, but now I don't know if I trust the other stuff on here. Swallowtail Jig, Irish fill tune. Definitely seems like something that could be Creative Commons. So, again, they're pulling from YouTube, so let's see if we can get. Because it used to be very clear if stuff was Creative Commons on on YouTube. Yeah, so this one has license, Creative Commons Attribution license. So this one actually is Creative Commons. So yeah, I'm guessing maybe that the Incipient Room track was once and then they pulled it. Um, Maybe they just wanted the video to be remixable on YouTube, but they didn't actually want people taking it off. That would be my guess. Um, in any case, this is so the name of the video is Swallowtail Jig Irish Field Tune, and the artist is Katie Adelson.
That was a beautiful background scenery. It does. We're listening to your voice.
You got anything that you want to tell the people?
Um, well, I saw your invite yesterday for, I guess, this Saturday or Sunday's thing about the
Yeah.
little
So,
checklist. I don't know.
um,
Um,
the so Omar was supposed to send out like some instructions for how to how to send stuff to net label days. If Omar has sent that to anyone, uh, I have not seen it. Um, he was saying something about having problems with WordPress, but like I don't know what is net label day running on WordPress. I don't know. And then netlabelday.org. I don't see anything on it that says, hey, uh, we're on WordPress. He hasn't put it on his Mastodon. So I don't know if you've seen anything about that anywhere.
no, I haven't.
So yeah. Um, I don't know. Will Instagram even let me look at anything, or am I gonna have to? Okay, so I can see some net label day stuff. So he's got some posts up about the last net label day 2024. What's this tower thing? Thanks for listening to the 51-hour net label day radio broadcast. So yeah, there's nothing new on the gram, or at least not on the net label day gram. Where does he have his own? I think it says run by Omar Wiley. So, really, that looks like maybe a dead link. Doesn't seem to go anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't go anywhere, but it does have an account. Uh, yeah, that one post was a long time ago. So yeah, I really just don't know. But yeah, the idea was that we were gonna help him find people to upload things, but we don't really know where to send them. So probably we're gonna talk about the panels on July 12th and about the internship. So, uh, yeah, you got any questions about either of those while we're here?
Um, Not necessarily. I'll probably show up to it. Um, I don't know. Um, I guess, is it still worth it to contact various net labels and see if they're interested in doing something on net label day?
Uh,
Um,
I mean, you could you could contact them and tell them, if they're interested, we'll be in touch once we know where they're supposed to send stuff. I mean, they could
yeah.
always just send links to Omar. Um, but yeah, I haven't heard from Omar in a minute, so um, I don't think I've heard anything from him since we did the Jibber Jabber Jambalaya in March. Um,
Oh, so it's been a few months.
yeah, I mean a couple. But yeah, he hasn't posted to Mastodon since February, so um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who else has access to any of that stuff too. So um, you know, that may not be something we want to mess with before this net level day, but that's probably something that we need to figure out for the future. I mean, Omar may already have people, but I just don't know.
All right.
But yeah, we sent. I know Jason sent out some emails about getting some net labels for the panels, and I desperately want to contact musicians, but I'm not sure. Uh, Given the responses that I've gotten, I'm not sure it's close enough to time to get anybody to actually confirm anything. So just have to bide my time for a couple of weeks. I need to try to find a PeerTube instance where we can go live for the panels, so that's not on YouTube. So yeah, that'll be a project at some point, but um, probably not today. Yep.
All right. Well, I will, I guess, see you on Sunday maybe.
Yeah, definitely. You
And I'll
know,
try to find some music videos to play for next Thursday.
cool.
Um,
Yeah, and the other thing is potentially we could do a different day if we wanted to. Um, Monday is probably not great for recording. Um, but aside from that, I think a lot of my decisions were made. Like I didn't have a calendar entry on my calendar on Tuesdays, and then I announced it on a Thursday what the day was going to be. So I was like, it's 1 week from today. Like that was basically my decision making process. And Jason seemed to like the hey, it's sort of like weekend eve sort of thing. But
Weekend Eve.
yeah,
Nice.
so I don't know how many people like, and then like Friday at this time probably doesn't make a lot of sense because there's already the Bugcast and Rhino show. Um, but you know, we did have some struggles getting people to show up on the weekend, but at the same time, like this has kind of been my thing, for a minute. So, um, yeah, we just have to, contextualize it correctly if we want to do it on the weekends, I think. So, any case, you have a week to think about it, and we can talk about it again next week and see what we want to do. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sam, thanks for hanging out for a bit, and hopefully next week I won't be like completely brain dead. I haven't been sleeping well, so um, yeah, I'm kind of I'm making it through the workday fine, but past that, I'm pretty tired. So, all right. Well, have a good one. See you Sunday.